My sweet gorgeous peas, how are we? You'll have to excuse this on my forehead. I just got back from a trip to Byron Bay and I was absolutely mauled by mosquitoes. I have 2 on my face, 3 on my leg, 1 big juicy red ripe one right on my arse cheek. So a mosquito had fun with me, it definitely did. But I just thought I would do a little vlog. I'll either film just today, maybe tomorrow, maybe a few days, I don't know. I really wanted to vlog Byron Bay, but I could not for the life of me find my fucking camera charger anywhere. And I came back home yesterday and I found it in the most obvious place. So I don't know, my brain just mustn't have been working before I left. Yeah, we can spend the day together, shall we? I'm having a little pamper moment. I've just had an everything shower. You know when you get back from a trip and it was such a long drive and we got back so late last night that I didn't have a shower and I just woke up feeling filthy. Like I'd slept in a bath of mud. So had a little everything shower, conditioned my hair because I've been lying in the sun a lot for the last few days, so I had dry crispy hair, little eye mask, feeling very puffy. And I'm gonna have some brekkie. We cleared out the fridge before we left for Byron Bay, so there is literally no food in the house, but I managed to make myself a little chia pudding last night, so I'm gonna have that. I don't know if I have anything to put on the chia pudding, but we'll see what we can conjure up. I feel like I have a full-on boil on my forehead and it's very sore and tender to the touch. Really determined to spend less time on my phone in the mornings and get sunlight in my eyes first thing, so I'm gonna eat this outside. I would usually enjoy this watching some YouTube, but I feel like my corneas need some sunlight. Been in this Airbnb for the past month, staying with a really lovely couple, and they have the most gorgeous garden. Glorious, guys. I just moisturized my arse because of the mosquito bites on it and I'm like slipping around on the chair. This is really yummy. I did chia seeds, some blueberries, soy milk, cinnamon, some vanilla protein powder, some almond butter, a little bit of maple syrup, and then I put cacao nibs on top, and it's pretty good. So I really just need a catch-up reset day today. I have some work to do. I have to unpack, do some washing, just, you know, when you have to recalibrate after a trip. But I had the most gorgeous time in Byron Bay. It was exactly what I needed. I feel like I've just been spending so much fucking time on my phone, and it is not okay. Me and my best friend had this exact conversation the other day. Like, we know our screen time is too high and we know that it's affecting our health physically and mentally, but we just don't have the willpower to get off our phones. And going to Byron Bay, really switching off for a few days. The only time I really went on my phone was to record some vlogs on my phone. Apart from that, really didn't go on my phone, didn't do any doom scrolling, and I just feel rejuvenated. It was just the most gorgeous, beautiful time. And Byron Bay it's just surrounded by nature. We went to the most gorgeous lakes, the most gorgeous waterfalls, and it was just exactly what my soul needed. I've been feeling so anxious. I just finished my period before we went, and I had quite an intense luteal phase this month. I was feeling a little bit more stressed than usual, and when I'm feeling more stressed, my PMS is always worse. I have PMDD, so most of the time it's manageable. Most of the time I feel okay, I feel a little bit off, but it's nothing too drastic anymore. If I'm having a month where I'm a little bit more stressed, I will feel my luteal phase a lot more. So I was feeling very anxious when we first got there. After a few days, I just felt so much better, so much better. And it's just being in nature, being around nature, getting off your phone and just actually going out and being in Earth's surroundings, not being inside scrolling on your phone. It's very obvious and we all know this, but it just makes you feel a million times better. I did actually have a raging fucking panic attack when we were there on like the second day. I woke up at 5 AM and my heart was just pounding out my chest. My body likes to do that to me sometimes. Sometimes I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and my heart is going crazy. For some reason, my fight or flight response is triggered in the middle of my sleep. So that was a treat, but we actually ended up having the nicest day afterwards. I woke up at 5, had to get up, have a little walk around, took myself outside, calm down, and then the sun started coming up. So Jamie got up and we actually drove to go and see the sunset, and then went on a hike, went for breakfast, just had a really nice day. So the panic attack actually got me up early enough to see sunrise, so good for one thing. But it's just really made me realize that my phone habits are simply not okay, not acceptable. And I will use the excuse that, oh, I work from my phone. That's not an excuse. working from my phone does not excuse the amount of doom scrolling that I tend to do on a day-to-day basis, and I definitely think you can have a healthy relationship with your phone. I've said this a million times on my channel, and I will go through phases where I'll have a few weeks where I'm so good, and then I'll just drop back into the habit of scrolling too much. But you can definitely have a healthy relationship with social media, and you can have a little scroll on TikTok, and it's absolutely fine. But I feel like we're all guilty of taking it a little bit too far sometimes, and we know it's not good for us, but we kind of do it anyway. But I am determined this time to make this phase last longer than just a few weeks. And I'm determined to actually just make it the norm and make it a habit that I wake up and I don't scroll on my phone. I wake up and I go outside, or I wake up and I just have a cup of tea quietly. I would like to get back into reading, and I would like to get back into reading first thing in the morning. I think that'd be good. But I just think we all know, this generation, we know that we spend too much fucking time on our phones. We know, but we do it anyway. And we can definitely, like I say, have a good relationship with social media, and we can have a little scrolly, but we need to know when it's going too far, because I just feel whack when I've had a long scroll, especially if it's earlier on in the day. I will just feel so off and weird for the rest of the day. Like my head feels disconnected to my body, my eyes don't feel right, and it's pathetic. So I'm determined to stop now. That trip was exactly what I needed to whip me back into shape and knock it into me that I must break this habit of scrolling too much on my phone. I must. But yeah, just need a little reset day today, reorganize my thoughts, reorganize my space. We're actually moving soon. So we've been in this Airbnb for the past month. We have 2 weeks left, and then we're actually moving to the Gold Coast, which is very, very exciting. And that's really close to Byron Bay, so it'll be nice to be able to just drive like an hour and be in Byron Bay. And yeah, I really wanted to vlog Byron Bay. Couldn't find my camera charger anywhere, but I did vlog it on my phone. So I think what I'm gonna do now is edit all the clips together into one big mini vlog on my phone, and then I'll put it in here, and hopefully you don't mind that it's in phone format. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to go when you're in Australia, please go. So many people told us not to go because it's shifty, it's dodgy. There were a lot of murderers there. There's actually a Byron Bay serial killer, which obviously is slightly off-putting, but that was years ago. I don't think there's actually been a murder in like 10, 15, 20 years or something like that. I'm not actually sure exactly how long, so don't quote me on that. But I didn't feel any of the shifty vibes, personally. I thought it was gorgeous, so many nice restaurants, and I could definitely live there. I loved it. But yeah, so I shall make a little mini vlog on my phone, and then I'll put it in here, so enjoy. So this was day one of the trip. We actually stopped off at this place in the Gold Coast, which I've been wanting to try for the longest time. It's like this little organic shop with a cafe attached to it, and it's surrounded by waterfalls, and this dog was so cute. And I've just been wanting to try it for so long. I got this little smoothie. It had bits of dates in, which was tremendous. You could chew on the bits of date. And then they're known for these crispy buckwheat crepes, which was so delicious. It had like creamy mushrooms inside. They were so good. We embarked on the rest of the journey, and I didn't know this, guys. It was like a 4-hour drive in total. I did not know that when you drive from the Sunshine Coast to Byron Bay, there's an hour time difference. So Byron Bay was an hour in front, so we actually got there at 4 when I thought we'd be getting there at 3. But because it's in New South Wales and not Queensland, it's an hour ahead, which I just think is crazy. Australia is so fucking big that the different states have different time zones. The Airbnb was really cute. I had actually booked this for Jamie's Valentine's Day present, and I just booked like a nice little cute cozy one. I made sure to book one with a bath because Jamie is a big bath boy. He gets a bath like 5 times a week. He loves them. Me, I'm not so sure on a bath. Much prefer a shower. For dinner, we came to this restaurant. It was called No Bones. I've also been wanting to try this restaurant for a really long time. It's a fully vegan restaurant. The food was so good. I was so stuck with what to get because there was so many good options. I was also stuck on which cocktail to get because I love when you go somewhere that have a good thought out cocktail menu. It's my fave. We got the cacio pepe pasta, which was so good. I would have liked a little bit more richness. I feel like it was a tiny bit bland, but it was still really enjoyable. But guys, this sticky chicken, oh my goodness gracious me, this knocked my fucking socks off. The texture was crazy, and the flavour, it was so salty and sweet, and it came with like a garlic dip. It was so good. I ended up going for this cocktail. It was like a lime ginger fizz situation. It was very refreshing, very delicious, not too sweet, not too sour. It was just perfect. Jamie got this vegan calamari, and I got these stuffed zucchini flowers. They were filled with like a vegan cashew cheese. But guys, the chicken was the star of the show. We shared these 2 desserts. One was a chocolate tart with like a raspberry ice cream situation, some raspberry coulis on top, and then this was a vanilla
and passion fruit sponge with a hazelnut cream on the top. I much preferred that one. They were both delicious though. Came home, had a cuppa, and then the next day I actually filmed like a talking to the camera vlog, so I'll shut up for now. Good morning.
Good morning. Get that fucking camera on my face now.
Coffee. That's a very gentle dribble. Put it on the pillow. Peppermint tea for the lady.
Ooh, that is zesty.
So bad. Ooh, that is zesty.
Ooh, that is zesty.
Oh my god. We're going for brekkie. Beautiful. No, 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 no.
Camera on my face all morning.
It's majorly giving Changu in here. Go on, sweet or savoury? Sweet or savoury? This sounds yummy. Oh yeah. Went with savoury today. And Jamie went with sweet. It's opposite world. It's bruschetta on toast, and then I added mushrooms. It has vegan cashew cheese. Wow. That was very, very, very delicious.
Girl.
Look at this gorgeous baby. Hello, gorgeous baby. Try and walk away.
Who's a good girl?
You are? This is the town where our Airbnb is, and it's very, very gorgeous. Can't resist a little health store. Now, how will these compare to mine? We're going to the beach. Jamie's in the shop getting us some water, and it is so fucking hot. I forgot my sandals. This beach is so gorgeous. Can you see him? He's a teeny tiny little crab. So that's the beach we were just on. It's like it's called 7 Mile Beach. It goes for miles. And then there's a little lookout up there that we're going to climb up now. Absolutely gorgeous. But guys, doesn't compare to the brownie balls. Oh, they're kind of coconutty. The coconut overrides the hazelnut flavour, but they're still enjoyable.
Yeah, they're quite nice.
Come for a little walk to nosy at all the houses, and they are all so gorgeous. I feel like I'm walking through Miami or LA. What the fuck? They're so contemporary, but they're actually gorgeous. I feel like usually contemporary modern buildings don't look as nice as old ones, but these are so beautiful.
Do you fear death?
These low-key, high-key actually smell like semen. Okay, we'll go for dinner. This is the outfit. Very cute. Matches my glasses, and my hair is still wet, but whatever. Very, very, very handsome. Like Jesus reborn.
The sunset. Jesus reborn.
Beautiful.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Look at those crispy little delights.
Got to be colour as well.
Very refreshing. They were, you know what? I'm bumped 9 out of 10.
You're bumping it up.
Oh my goodness. Divine. 6.5 out of 10 for these from me. Maybe 6? They are good though.
You're not going to squeeze any lime on, are you?
Give it a toss it. No. Me not like the lime on top. Oh yeah. I'm horny.
It's
Wow. Wow. It's so sweet. Sweet and sour. This is eggplant involtini. I don't really know what this entails, but it looks glorious. We might have overordered, kids, but we'll get through it. Guys, this has like crispy beans underneath, and they're extremely delectable. 7 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty obvious. Oh my goodness gracious me. Don't lie to me now. Okay, this was the morning that I woke up at 5 a.m. having a full-on fight or flight panic attack, but we actually ended up having maybe my favourite day that we had there. I decided just to not bother trying to go back to sleep after I had my panic attack, and I'd calmed down, and Jamie got up and we actually drove to go and see the sunrise, which we'd wanted to do it anyway, but we just knew that we probably wouldn't get up in time. So, you know, the panic attack, it was good for one thing. We went for a little coffee, picked up some of these cookies that we saw were vegan, and we absolutely couldn't resist. These weighed a ton, guys, and Guys, I can't explain to you how good those cookies were. We had them later on. I need to try and recreate them. They were unbelievable. This was all like before 9 a.m, but we went back to the apartment, got changed, and then decided to go on this little hike, which we did cheat. We did drive most of it, but we couldn't be bothered for like a really long hike that was going to take hours, but we did the main part. It's called the Lighthouse Walk in the Gold Coast, and the views from the top was so gorgeous. Guys, when the ocean glitters and glimmers like this, I think it is the most beautiful thing in the entire world. I could sit and watch it for hours. I was really craving an acai bowl, so I asked on my Instagram story where the best one in Byron Bay was. Loads of people said this place, and it was called, I can't remember what it was called. Guys, I was so unimpressed by this. The texture I thought was actually quite vile. It was so slimy. I actually could not bring myself to eat it, but don't worry, me and Jamie do not waste food, so he ate it. He's like the bin. The texture, it was just so slimy and strange. I could not bring myself to eat it, so I came to this place called the Top Shop instead and got this one. This was so good, guys. This was proper acai that was like from the machine, you know, the swirly whirly machines. It had granola, berries, and then I added some of their homemade macadamia nut butter on top, which was so delicious. We came to this lake, had a little swim for a couple of hours and a sunbathe, then we got these chips. Guys, have you ever seen so many fries in one portion? We couldn't finish them. We had to feed some of them to the ibis, but they were delicious, so crispy and salty. And I came home and had my cookie before dinner. Guys, the thickness of that, I cannot explain to you how delicious this cookie was. It was like a shortbread biscuit in like fat cookie form with warm chocolate chips. It was insane. It was from a cafe called Papaya in Lennox Heads. If anyone knows how they make their cookies, what flour they use, if you know any information about those cookies, please tell me, because I want to know how to make them myself. We were a little sleepy from doing so much physical exertion so early in the morning, so we just lay on bed for a few hours, watched some maths, had a little drink, and we were very torn on where to have our last meal, but we decided to go back to No Bones. I got a chicken, but to myself this time. Jamie got the tofu bao, which I had one. It was very delicious. Then we shared these duck pancakes and an aubergine parmigiana type situation. Then we went for 2 rounds of ice cream, guys. There were 2 different places that I wanted to try. This golden milk gelato, oh my goodness gracious, one of the best gelatos I've ever had in my entire life. It was so creamy and perfectly spiced and just incredible. This was the last day, guys. We checked out of the Airbnb. We came for breakfast. I got avocado toast and then I added mushrooms. $4 for mushrooms, and it came and it was 1 mushroom cut in half. $4 for 1 mushroom cut in half, but it was very delicious nonetheless. We came to this place called The Farm because we were under the impression that you could come and pet loads of animals. When I looked on Instagram, looked on TikTok, everyone was petting pigs, cows, goats, but most of them were like in fields, like you couldn't go and pet them, which was a bit of a shame. I love a little snuggle with an animal, but we did see these 2 baby cows, guys. These were 12 days old. Fresh out the womb. The way they guzzled down this milk in about 30 seconds, they were so adorable. I popped into this place called the Stitch Witch. We just walked past it and I actually had a bag that I needed fixed in the car, so I brought it in and she fixed it. She said she didn't do a very good job though, so she only charged me $5, but it's holding up since then. Guys, if you know me, you'll know that I am obsessed with these chocolates and they literally bankrupt me. It's $6 for a teeny tiny little chocolate, but I cannot help myself. They're so delicious and they only have 1 shop and it's in Byron Bay. We actually ended up spending $56 in here, and when you spend $50 you get a free little hot chocolate. But they had a box of the caramel shortbread chocolates. You got 12 in a box and they can't sell them because the caramel was leaking out the side a little bit, so they were really cheap. They were half price actually, so I couldn't resist. This is the tunnel that you drive through, and then once you're through, the time difference changes. It's just so crazy. It honestly felt like too much of a gorgeous sunny day to just spend it driving in the car, so we broke up the journey and came to this little waterfall and had a little sunbathe and a swim on the way back, and it was gorgeous. How many times have I said gorgeous in this vlog? But it's all just so gorgeous. We didn't get back till quite late, so we just picked up some poke bowls on the way home, and honestly, the most incredible trip ever.
I'm actually going to put a little bit of makeup on today, even though I'm just staying at home, because this spot is making me feel gross. And you know when you come back from a trip and you've eaten a lot of salty food out of restaurants and you just feel a bit puffy, like a puffer fish? So let's do a little bit of makeup. I've actually got things happened where all of your makeup runs out at once, and it's just a cycle because you repurchase all the new makeup at the same time, and then obviously you use all the makeup at the same time every time you do your makeup, so it runs out at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a universal girl problem now. This primer, guys, it's only like 20 Australian dollars, which is like £10, and I've been using it for a few years now, and it's SPF 20, so you can just use it as your SPF. But I'm very fussy when it comes to primers because I feel like a lot of them just make your foundation look shitty, like it either separates or it makes it look patchy. But this, it never fails me. Never fails me. I should probably do a bit of gua sha, but I can't be bothered. Maybe I'll do that later. We are really gonna have to scrape the barrel here with this foundation. Crikey Moses, there is literally nothing left. So how has everybody been? I feel like everyone has been feeling collectively a little bit insane recently. I feel like ever since the start of the new year, the world just seems to have gotten even more crazy than it was last year. And it's just, I feel like the world is just a crazy place to live in right now. Especially in America. If I have any American girlies following me, I feel for you so much, because I feel like what's going on with the government over there is just kind of He could have warned me. I feel like what's going on with the government over there at the minute, with all the trans rights being taken away and the immigration and just anything that Donald Trump is doing, basically, I feel like it's just crazy and kind of hard to comprehend when you don't live there. And all the abortion stuff, I feel like we're going backwards, and it's very, very scary. And most of other countries, other governments, I just pray we're not going to follow suit with some of these laws, because it's just madness. But yeah, I just feel like we've all been feeling a little bit insane, and I just had my period at the same time as the Leo new moon, and I'm a Leo, and goodness gracious me, I felt absolutely fucking whacked out. I find it so crazy and just strange that I used to work in a makeup shop. I used to work in Kiko back in Newcastle at home, and it's just so off-brand for me. Like, I used to go into work wearing false eyelashes every day, and that's just so funny to think about, because now I kind of hardly wear makeup, and if I do, it's very minimal, natural makeup. I even kind of hate wearing mascara now on a daily basis. So the fact that I used to work in a makeup shop and be a makeup artist and wear false eyelashes every day is just so fucking funny to me. And I wish I had the will and the want to do my makeup every day, like a full beat, because I feel like the girls who wear like a full face of makeup every day look so gorgeous, but I fear it's just not me. I like my lips to look a bit darker than they are, because I feel like they've gotten paler as I've gotten older. I'm really tempted to get lip blush, but I'm kind of scared. And that is usually just what I'll do for makeup. If I'm going out, I'll usually do a mascara and a wing with brown mascara and brown liquid eyeliner and some blush. But this is just usually what I do on a day-to-day basis, and I need to charge you because you're flashing red. This is Basil. He's the Airbnb dog. He's absolutely adorable. He's so calm and serene and just so chill. I mean, look at him. No fucks given. He kind of looks a little bit like Snoop Dogg. He's fabulous. And he has a little Prada necklace. He's honestly the most chill dog I have ever met in my entire life. Okay, so we really don't have any food in the fridge, and I can't go to the shop until Jamie finishes work later because I don't have a car. And the nearest shop is like a 25-minute walk away, and I can't be bothered because it's very hot. But I do have some leftover veggie stock, and I have some carrots, and I have some lentils. So I think I'm gonna make a little soup. Spicy. That is a lot of soup. I love a thick soup. I can't stand a watery soup unless it's like a miso soup or a pho or something. If it's like a veggie soup, nice and thick. This is almost like mash. Just got back from a little walk, listened to a podcast, stretched my leggies, had a wonderful time, and this is my reward for the end of the walk: an ice cold Cocoa Coast coconut water. This is the nectar of the gods. I have said many times I don't know how the fuck they make the coconuts taste so delicious, but I literally cannot drink any other coconut water now. Any other coconut water just tastes like piss. Hello cherubs, it's a few hours later. I have done sweet fuck all the past few hours. I've just lay on the bed and watched some YouTube. Whoops. And Jamie brought a shop home from work instead of coming back to get me to then take me back out to go to the shop. Do you know what I mean? So the fridge is stocked up, and tonight we're gonna make, well, I'm gonna make poke bowls. Literally had one last night, a takeaway poke bowl last night, and it was so delicious. I want another one today. So yeah, love a poke bowl. Delish. But it's seaweed salad, edamame bean, crispy wasabi pea. But I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. I think just coming back from a trip, you're always a little bit sleepy the first day you're back. And this, guys, goodness gracious me, the size of that thing, bloody hell. And it's White Lotus Day. It's actually 3 days after White Lotus Day. It came out on Monday and it's now Thursday. But we were away, so we didn't watch it. And I'm very excited. The White Lotus, why is this so out of focus? The White Lotus is my favorite TV show to come out since Breaking Bad, which, oh my god, the focus, the fucking focus. But I just think it's extraordinary. I think it's such a brilliant show. I think Mike White is a fucking genius, and I just love it. So I'm very excited. This is a new season. Monday nights are now blessed. Actually, we have to wait until Tuesday in Australia to watch it. But it's Thursday now anyway, so what does it matter? Anyway, I'm blabbing. We're gonna have a poke bowl. Ow! That hurts. Gonna have a poke bowl and watch the White Lotus. So it's a good time all around. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And then of course we do a drizzle of this. Yum. Perfection. Just a nice cozy chill Saturday. For me, Jamie's at work, he'll probably finish at about 2 or 3. Why aren't you coming out, please? Moisturising when I get up to this area. Ow! Very painful. Juicy. I was reading outside, but I've come inside because I was burning and I can't find my sun cream anywhere. But I'm reading this, and I've been reading this for a very long time in small increments. I am so terrible at reading at the minute, guys. I will read like a good chunk of pages, and then I won't pick the book up for like another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks. And I need to get back into reading properly. Before I came traveling, I was really good at reading. I was reading like a book a month, but I've just fallen out of the habit and I need to get back into it. But when Ellie finished this one, we have this much left, and I'm determined to finish this either today or tomorrow, maybe the next day. Won't put too much pressure on myself, but it's pretty good. I really enjoy just kind of light-hearted reads. I don't like to read things that are too intense, too dark. I feel like my mind is a very anxious place as it is, and I don't want to spend hours reading a book that is, you know, too intense. And I watch quite a lot of intense TV, a lot of horror films and stuff like that, so I like my books to kind of just be quite light-hearted. This is about a murderer, but it's written in a really light-hearted, kind of easy reading way, and I do enjoy it. It's the author that wrote Big Little Lies, and that got made into a TV show, and I loved that TV show so much. The cast was incredible. It was like a perfect TV show, so I quite enjoy how this lady writes. So I want to finish this, and then I want to go and get Dolly Alderton's new book because I love her books very much. So yeah, I got this just secondhand from this bookstore in the Sunshine Coast, which all the books are really cheap. You can either buy them or rent them, but I bought this, and then you can go back and swap it for a different book. But yeah, it is enjoyable. I'm just very slow at reading at the minute. It's a bit of a piss take. I looked down and there was a precious little angel waiting for me. Oh, that was sexy.
Chicken.
Go on, slave. Okay, so we needed a pretty big restock of all the groceries, so I thought I would show you what we got. Tofu, some red lentils, cucumber, avocados, some fruits, this protein pasta, which we very much enjoy. These are so good, guys. They're so fudgy and delicious and just perfect for a little quick snack. Some garlic, bananas, apples, some leaf, some pink pickled onions, some sweet and sour gherkins, broccolini, lentils, olive oil spray, this coconut sriracha sauce, which sounds absolutely divine. We've never tried that before. Some sweet chili sauce, which we put on literally everything. And then some of these protein bars, which we both very much love. They're so yummy. Some rice. And yeah, that's about it. And it's obviously the law that you have to christen the new tin of gherkins immediately. ASMR. Ew. We're having some fruit and watching Hot Ones. Riveting content.
I want to do it right.
How very dare you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
God, you're really chomping on that apple there, aren't you?
Yeah. So we're simmering here a little bit on set. Yeah, fun. Yeah. So do you think
Fun and interesting fact, Jamie eats the entire core.
For so long,
Yeah.
maybe always at the bottom.
No wastage.
So bad for the-
Just
for the
this.
family.
I don't eat that.
Everything else.
Why? You might as well.
Look, I'm being filthy.
And it has to be
I wonder why someone stuck a sticky sticker on it.
at a certain point, like
There it
5
goes.
years or 10 years,
Is it yummy?
20 years of a lack of success. That's it.
A tree, apple tree's gonna grow in your
Both
tummy.
being management and on the workforce. I'm in charge of the budget, but I'm also negotiating against myself.
Jamie's in the bath. I'm doing a quick wash off because this mosquito bite has wreaked havoc with my face. It is so pussy. Pussy, it is so puffy. I'm gonna watch the Grace and Luca podcast that they've just done and get all the tea, the piping hot tea. I love Grace, Love Island Grace Jackson so much. I think she's the most gorgeous, graceful, confident, sexy woman, and I feel like so many people dislike her. When you go on social media and go on a post about her, the comments are disgraceful, and it's because she's a confident, attractive woman who knows her worth, knows how attractive she is, knows what she has to offer to the world, and she doesn't put up with any shit. And people don't like that. People are so intimidated by a strong, confident, beautiful woman. Anyway, I love her, so I'm gonna keep doing this and watch the potty. Okay, so for dinner tonight we have crispy tofu. I've done some crispy cannellini beans, some olives, pink pickled onions, some roasted veg, some rice, and some quinoa. And then we're gonna try the new coconut sriracha sauce, which looks absolutely bloody gorgeous. This is just what I fancy right now. Very fussy when it comes to my condiments, so let's see how this fares.
How is she?
Mmm.
Nice.
Oh, it's spicy.
It's spicy.
Oh, spicy.
Cool.
I'm not getting much coconut through.
Hot Ones tofu edition.
Good morning. It's Sunday today. I plan to do nothing again. I was gonna meet my friend today.
Okay guys, so for some reason all of the sound fucking cut out from the rest of these clips from this point onwards, so I can't get it back. I've tried my hardest. I can't get it back. So we're going to do a little narration, okay? But basically, I was a very sleepy girl, and then I've been taking this prebiotic probiotic blend every morning, and guys, I've never noticed such a difference from a probiotic. I've taken a lot of them, but I usually just take it in supplement form, like a little tablet. And this is incredible. The brand is called Moody. They actually sent me this, but it's not sponsored. I'm not getting any money or anything from this. I just genuinely love it so much. My digestion has been so much better. I feel like it kind of stabilizes my mood a little bit, because your gut is just so connected to your brain that if your gut is a bit off, which mine very often is, because I had to go on antibiotics this time last year when I got my wisdom teeth taken out in Thailand. I had to go on 2 different types of antibiotics, and my gut has just not been the same since, and this has been the only thing that I've really noticed a difference from. So you just put a little scoopy on your water and you mix it all up, and it tastes like delicious little juice. There it goes. There she goes. Tastes like a little lemonade or something, and honestly, it's so so good. I cannot recommend it enough. At this point I was inspecting the outdoors because apparently there's a cyclone coming. I'm still waiting for it now. It keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, but the weather was actually kind of okay. It's a little bit stormy right now and very windy when you go near the beach, but it's not too bad. I think it's meant to come tomorrow now, so wish me luck. Had a little cuddle with Basil and then talked about my book. I don't know what I was yapping about my book. I think I was saying that I didn't have that much left and I wanted to finish it today, but I actually didn't end up finishing it. Classic me. Okay, I need to get a fucking grip. Made myself another little smoothie. It was very delicious. And then, this was the day before Pancake Day back in the UK. Me and Jamie, we will celebrate Pancake Day every year no matter where we are in the world. Okay, so we woke up craving pancakes. We went to our favourite cafe here. It's called Nature. Also, guys, I did not know that Pancake Day wasn't a day literally anywhere else outside of the UK. I feel like it's not a thing in America. It's not a thing in Australia. We've realised once getting here. It's just crazy. They're missing out on so much. But here I'm showing you my outfit because Motel Rock sent me another package. If you told 15-year-old me that I'd be getting sent packages of clothes from Motel Rock, she would have a fucking heart attack because I've been shopping there since I've been 15 years old. Today I went for this pinstripe shirt. This is so flattering, guys. It makes me look like I've got a little bit of boobage when I really don't have any boobage. And then I paired it with this long white skirt. This skirt is so comfy and just gorgeous. And I have my little Zara pumps on. But I'm just so obsessed with this outfit. You know, when you just put an outfit on, you feel like yourself. You feel like you can take over the world. That's how I felt in this outfit. Very, very cute. And then these pancakes, guys. These were the most incredible pancakes. These weren't gluten-free, so the tummy was a little bit sore, okay? Do not shit for 3 to 5 business days after I have gluten, but these were absolutely worth it. They had sauteed cinnamony apples, tahini caramel, crunchy nuts, and then we added peanut butter on the side instead of ice cream, because I don't love ice cream with pancakes. I came home, I had some soup for my lunch, and this was actually all the clips that I got from this week. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I love you so, so much. Sorry for this very abrupt ending, but I'll see you in the next video. Currently waiting for the cyclone to hit, so love you.